Enjoying the live commentary so far?
Yeah.
Fantastic, I'll continue. Now you can see this bridge here, Southwark Bridge, London's least used bridge. It's only built to help out with the traffic on the old London Bridge. Look left and right now, you'll see it's built into the back streets of the city. The only people, they say, that cross this bridge are London's professional drivers. Taxis, buses, lorries and coaches. Even in rush hour, this bridge will never be taxed for traffic. The old Financial Times building there, to your right, the newspaper head office, the FT. And that's where the first remains were found from the Globe Theatre. See another little pub over there to your right with the red windows. That's the Anchor Pub at Bankside. One of the oldest pubs here on the River Thames. It's actually been there for well over 400 years. Over that time, many amazing people have actually been inside that pub. The likes of Charles Dickens, Sir Christopher Wren, William Shakespeare, Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt and myself. Now during the fireworks, so they have a beer down the walls of those pubs. Get your cameras ready then, because can you see the back end of that pirate ship over there sitting inside that dock? You all see that? Well, that pirate ship there, that has nothing to do with any of those films whatsoever. Seeing who's still listening, a few cameras went down rather quickly. So I'm guessing a couple of you. That's actually a working replica of Sir Francis Drake's Golden Hind. Circled and navigated around this globe twice. He was a legal pirateer put on task by the Queen. Nowadays, children can go on board that vessel, but they dress them up as pirates and run around for a few hours. Why do kids do that? Mum and Dad, well, they just go next door to the pub where they also run around and play for a couple of hours. Here in London, we call that a traditional family day out. Leave the kids with strangers and go get drunk. Works a treat. Southwark Cathedral to your right there, the gap between the buildings. Inside Southwark Cathedral, you have the Harvard Chapel, named after John Harvard, the founder of the Harvard University in America. He's actually baptised inside Southwark Cathedral. His dad was a local butcher here in the East End of London. London Bridge, the very first crossing made on the river. The very first crossing was built over 2,000 years ago when the bridge was made from wood. Since then, as you know from the old nursery rhymes, some have fell down, burned down, sunk into the mud. The bridge before this was actually taken down block by block. Now stands over Lake Havasu in the Arizona desert. So a lot of people do confuse that bridge to Tower Bridge in front. And he said the American businessman who built the bridge before, he believed he was buying Tower Bridge in front of him. London Bridge Hospital there to your right. Attacks, ladies and gentlemen. Now you could go inside of that hospital with a sprained wrist or a broken leg. You'll have your treatments. You'll receive your bill. You'll then suffer a heart attack because it is that expensive. That's what they say. Behind it you have the shaft or the shard of glass. Last year it was actually the tallest building to stand here in Western Europe. Home to the 5-star Shangri-La Hotel, restaurants, apartments and offices. Designed by an Italian architect called Renzo Piano. Offered £2 million for his work, he turned it down. But he did ask for the penthouse apartment on the 75th floor. He got his wish, he had that apartment for just under 1 year. He sold it to make £45 million. That's not bad for drawing a triangle on a bit of paper, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Look carefully to your right hand side here. It is camouflage, I wouldn't want you to miss it. You have the HMS Belfast. Now you can see at the front of the ship there you have a flag, a Union Jack flag. That is the only Union Jack flag you'll see flying in the city of London. Which makes it a Union Jack flag is it's flying from a Jack staff point of a Royal Navy ship with a gold crown at the top. Any other flag you see is just a Union flag. She was built in the Harlem and Wolff shipyard, the same shipyard as which the ill-fated Titanic was also built in. She last fired her guns in anger in the Korean campaign. Now you can see these 6 cannons at the back of the boat. They were the most powerful of her day and time. They had the firepower to fire the weight of a 100-pound caliber shell over 15 land miles. Nowadays,